today I want to talk about the 3 ways that you can ground with sound. And if you ever feel like you have too much energy up here, you're thinking all the time, you feel like you just can't get clear, you can't get anchored into something, and you feel like your attention is going everywhere, you might need some grounding. And grounding is good because it can bring us back home. And when you ground, you're actually centering yourself as well. And so I'm going to talk about 3 different ways with sound. And the first one is going to be our voice. It's the most powerful sound healing instrument you have. Your voice. You can take it anywhere. You have it anywhere you go. You can do it on a train, on the plane. You can walk and use your voice. So the voice is the first one I want to talk about. And then the second one I want to talk about are grounding sounds. And one of them is the drum. And I have a Remo Buffalo drum, but you can use any drum that gives a lower, deep tone. And then the third is, of course, the crystal singing bowls. I'm going to tell you which bowls that you can use specifically for grounding, that are especially good for grounding. So let's start with the voice. The voice is the most powerful sound healing tool we have. It's a chakra of empowerment. And the the vocal chakra is the last chakra to actually come online and open up fully. When we have a fully balanced, open throat chakra, then, we might even be enlightened because it's that important. So the throat chakra is like the second birth canal. And what we voice and what we sing with intention and tone on with confidence is actually creating and manifesting out there in the physical world. Sound amplifies our intention. And when we couple it with the voice, which is very powerful, we can create from using the voice. Now, most of us are working on that so that if we say, wow, it'd be really nice to have an apple show up in my hand, maybe you could tone that. And I think a lot of us have used our voice in a very powerful way. We just didn't intend for it to create something. So it's just something to think about. Whenever you're feeling like your energy's up here and you feel like you just need some centering and grounding, then you can do this exercise that I've done many times, especially when I was first starting in sound healing over 20 years ago. You focus on the areas of your body that you want to bring the energy down into, and just kind of breathe deep in the belly. Place your hand on your head and allow yourself to observe your thoughts, and just tell yourself, my thoughts are up here, but they don't have to be. Take another nice deep breath with the belly and move the thoughts down to your heart. Your other hand is on your belly. Your hand is on your heart here, okay? I've moved from here to here. Take another nice deep breath. Move it down to the belly. Feel yourself sinking down into the ground. Take another nice deep low belly breath. And we're just going to make a sound as a chant with the intention of grounding our energy. You can even hum if you're out in public. And it helps to sing a lower note. Try one more time. So this exercise, you can become better and better at it as you practice it, but it only takes a few minutes. So as soon as you're aware that your thoughts are going everywhere and you feel a little heady, then just take a moment, close your eyes, feel into the energy that's up here, bring it down into the body. Deep, low belly breaths and low tones. The next one you can use to ground is drumming is an excellent way to ground your energy, okay? So this happens to be a Remo Buffalo drum. I think it's a 12-inch, in case you are wondering. And you can play it, and when you play fast, it's going to bring energy up, right? So that's good for certain ceremonies if you want to bring the energy up as a group. But for this exercise, you want to ground into the earth. You want to connect with Mother Earth. So you might play something like this. And you can close your eyes. And just feel Mother Earth holding you, supporting you. Now you can use your voice with this also if you'd like. What some people do too is they can use like a heartbeat. I personally, unless you practice that a lot, I don't feel that's as grounding, but it is definitely a center point of focus, that you can focus on the drum and grounding in instead of all these thoughts swirling around. Now, if you want to amplify this even further, go outside, take your shoes off if you can, and just kind of, put your feet on the earth with the beat of the drum, like left, right, left, right, left, right, walking, 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 walking. So you're actually connecting with the earth. You're letting your body charge with the earth, and it's a great thing to have. Now, when I do sound baths or sound journeys, or even one-to-one sessions, I hold the drum over a person like this if I feel like they really need that frequency, if they need that instrument, because I'm tuning in all the time to the environment and to the person I'm working with, and I'm asking what is the highest and best frequency or vibration or state of being that I can become so that they entrain with my energy field. So this is great when you hold the open side toward their body when they're lying down. If somebody really needs some grounding and some supportive energy, that's a really great thing to do. The crystal singing bowls, the ones that are lower in tone and the ones that are larger, you're going to feel those more lower in the body, so they have a tendency to bring the energy down into the body, especially with your intention. Sound always works with intention, right? So if you have a bigger bowl, like this one right here, this happens to be a C sharp, and this is a 14-inch. If you go 14-inch or larger, it's going to have a deeper tone. Even larger, like an 18-inch, is going to be really deep, especially with a certain tone. And the next thing I want to mention are the tones. And you can sing with this also. And just imagine that energy going down into the body, connecting you with the earth. So that's a C sharp, and it's a 14-inch. C is very grounding. It's connected to the root chakra, so a lot of people will use this. intention is to ground. And you can play it very, very slow. Because remember, faster energy, the way you're playing faster, is going to create energy up. And if you slow it down and focus on grounding and centering and peace, it's going to bring the energy down. And another tone that I really like to work with, I feel like it's very connected to the earth. And I used to have a very large sized A bowl. That's A as an apple. And right now my A is actually small, so it's got a high-pitched sound. But A, it has this connection to earth, and it's also the third eye chakra. So I can use this A bowl and feel like I can really go deep in. And then I can direct the frequency down into the body. So that's an A. This one happens to be a 9-inch. Okay. And I do have a larger bowl, an A sharp. A sharp. 12-inch. This bowl really feels grounding to me. It feels deep. It's a deeper octave, a lower octave, so it feels deeper, lower in the body. There's a C sharp and an A sharp. This could be very grounding as well. 14-inch and